Well, good Friday morning, everybody. We have made it until Friday. I hope you're going to be able to have some time off this weekend. Hope you're going to have a good weekend. And I hope that you will make the worship of the Lord a part of your weekend. I'd love for you to come see us here at First Baptist Church. You're more than welcome. Bible study at 9:15. Actually, you know what? I almost forgot. We're having a special day on this Palm Sunday. If you show up at 8:30, we're going to have breakfast for you here in our Family Life Center. And then we're going to have a Bible lesson taught by one of our Bible teachers here in the church for the entire adult class. And then we're going to go over at worship service at 10:30. So show up at 8:30, have some breakfast. We'll have a Bible study, and then we'll gather together for worship. Really do want to invite you. I hope you'll come and be a part. Psalm 62. So really a couple of verses that really kind of caught me are things that we've already talked about, actually, I think this week. So let me read a couple verses and you'll see what I'm talking about. So first of all, verses 1 and 2. Truly my soul waits for God. My soul silently waits for God. From him comes my salvation. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be greatly moved. Now verses 5 and 6 say the exact same thing. And then in verse 7 it says, and God is my salvation and my glory, the rock of my strength, and my refuge is in God. So two things that, one, he says, my soul waits, silently waits for God. We talked about waiting just a couple of days ago, and, Isaiah, mounting up with wings as eagles, running and not be weary, knocking and walking and not fainting, how waiting upon the God renews your strength. We talked about that. Yesterday we talked about the rock that is higher than I in verses 2 and in verse 6. It says that only God is his rock. God is the only source of protection. God is the only place for security. God is the only place that cannot be moved. So two themes in here that we've already just recently talked about. Waiting patiently for God, and that God is our rock, and God is our fortress, and God is our salvation, and God is our hope. But the one thing that kind of jumped out at me at the very end of this, and I've really started paying close attention to the way David ends his Psalms. It seems like there's a little something going on there. So the way he ends this, it's actually verse 11 and the first part of verse 12. He says, God has spoken once, and twice I have heard this. He says that power belongs to God, and also to you, O Lord, belongs mercy. And here was my thought on that. First of all, he said, power belongs to you, God, and to you also belongs mercy. So what he says is, he says, God, you have power and you have mercy. And so here's what he's saying. He's saying, God, here you are all powerful. You can crush anything or anyone. You can do whatever you want and accomplish whatever you want anytime that you want. You are the most powerful. There is nothing too difficult for you, and there is nothing that you can't do. But at the same time, you are also merciful. You are the one who looks down upon us and has mercy on us. And even when we deserve to be squashed like a bug, you choose to have mercy and you don't do it. He says, so here is this great God who is full of power, and he's also full of mercy. And he knows when to use the power and when to use the mercy. He knows how to use the power and how to use the mercy. And David is just saying, I think I can find comfort in that because I know that you're going to deliver me. I know that you're all powerful. I know you're the rock that's higher than I am. I can wait on you. I know you are my shelter. I know you are my fortress. I know that you are my salvation because you are all powerful and you can do anything. And he says, I also know that you're merciful. I also know that it doesn't depend upon me, that it doesn't depend on my deserving it, that it doesn't depend upon who I am. It is based upon you and upon your mercy and upon your great love for us. So there we go, Psalm 62. Check it out. Get out there. Faith today. God bless you. Love you all. See you Sunday, 8:30 in the morning for breakfast. Yeah, thanks. Bye.